find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone. Zone for a touchback. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Williams, running right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Play action now. Book.
Steps away to his left.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
To throw his Book.
Looking long for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Block now to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Lock gonna go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll hand it off now. Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Locke with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they go play action with Book. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Locke.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman.
Vic Fangio's thought about it, and he'll indeed throw the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Block off of play action. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly.
And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now Book on the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Open man complete to Humphrey.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Book.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now he'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Book.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Book. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
They start the second half with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Book.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 45 on second down. Book. Dancing to his left. And it coughed it up. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll set up a throw.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Looks good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Locke to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Williams. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now to the air, Lock. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Book now to throw on first down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. Gets around him. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw his Book.
On the move to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Play action now. Book.
Flush to his right.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Second and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Broncosians are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A quick throw outside by Locke. 7 yards to pick up there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up.
And he's across for the touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They give it to Williams, running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints 20-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.